What's up, peeps? Nick Battle, aka NinosCorner, man. First off, man, if you like what you are looking at and what you're getting from this channel, man, go hit that subscribe button for me. And if you're looking at this or if you're listening to this on the podcast, go give me a 5-star comment, a like, some kind of review, man. I greatly appreciate it. Keeps the content up, man. But today, I want to cheat here today, guys. I got my computer. You guys on YouTube see I have my computer. I'm going to do so many stats today that I can't keep this in my head. We're going to talk about the Texas wide receiving core and what it looks like for next year, man. So you guys know I have my own custom NinosCorner number, the NCN. So when you guys hear me say NCN, that's what it is. It's the NinosCorner number. And it tracks how efficient, how effective, just how overall good a player is on the offensive side of the ball, whether it's the running back, whether it is the tight end, whether it is the wide receiver. Basically, it's like a QBR for all the other skill positions on the offensive side of the ball. So today we're going to focus on the wide receivers. Okay. So once we look at the wide receivers, what do we have coming back in 2021 that we had last year? We had Josh Moore and we got Jordan Whittington. We have Jake Smith. Those are our three key players. So we actually lost Brennan Eagles going to the draft this year. We got to figure out who is going to replace Brennan Eagles, right? Who's going to be that guy that's going to be the other guy opposite of Josh Moore? I think we are truly stacked on the inside with Jake Smith. I think we're truly stacked on the inside with Jordan Whittington also. But let's dig into these stats first off, guys. On the outside, I think our most proven wideout right now is Josh Moore. What did he finish with last year? He had the highest NCN number on the team last year, 51 points, guys. Actually, 51.34 points is his NCN number. What was really good about Josh Moore, okay? He had 30 receptions. Out of those 30 receptions, he had a 90% successful rate per catch, meaning that either on first down, he got at least half the yards needed on first down to actually get another first down. On second down, he got at least 70% of the yardage. And on third and fourth down, he got all the yardage needed. So 90% of his catches were successful in nature, the highest on the team with anybody who had more than 20 targets, okay? What else, guys? So with those, plays that were actually successful, those are 27 out of his 30 catches. He was explosive also, guys. 11 explosive plays out of his 30 catches, meaning explosive plays in college, folks, is any play that's 15 yards or more. So Josh Moore had 11 catches that were, 15 yards or more, which is a 37% explosive play rate, which is awesome, which is amazing. So basically 1 out of every 3 catches he had was 15 yards or more. We need that. We need that kind of person, that kind of athlete on this team. Josh Moore really produced for us. He really produced for us. I was shocked at how well he played this year, but I'm glad he played that well this year. Led the team with 9 touchdown receptions, so 30% touchdown rate, meaning 3 out of every 10 catches was a touchdown for him. Truly amazing. 22 first downs, and 30 receptions and 57 targets. So he had a 52.63 catch percentage. You want that a little bit higher than what that is, but that's not all on the wide receiver. That could be, passes that weren't really catchable. That could be anything, but those are targets to him. Now, if we go back and look at the interior, of the wide receivers, those inside wideouts. We got Jake Smith, we got Jordan Whittington, and they were pretty comparable, guys. They were pretty average last year. The average NCN number, guys, for a wide receiver in college football is 40 points, right? So Jake Smith was 42 points. That was his NCN score. Jordan Whittington was 41 points. So when you look at that, these guys, their talent wasn't maximized here over the last couple years, but I think that's going to change here under Sark. Let's just take a look at some of the things that they've done. Okay, so Jake Smith had 14 plays that were successful. Jordan Whittington had 12. So both of those guys were around 60% when it comes to the actual successive play per catch. Explosive plays, Jordan Whittington had 5, Jake Smith had 7. So 25% rate for Jordan Whittington. What is it? 30% for Jake Smith. Touchdowns. Jake Smith had 3. Jordan only had 0. He had actually 0. I thought he had 1 this year, but he had 0. That 1 was a run actually. And first downs, Jake Smith had 14. Jordan had 10. First down per catch was 61% for Jordan and 50% for Jake Smith. Actually 61 for Jake Smith and 50% for Jordan Whittington. Had those switched. And let's take a look, guys. yardage was about comparable, guys. So, so 211 yards for Jordan, 294 for Jake Smith. And the catch percentage, all right, so Jordan Whittington, 20 catches out of 24 targets, which is really good, guys. 83% catch percentage. Jake Smith was 23 out of 38. Now, a lot of that is kind of deceiving because Jake Smith did have a lot of, balls that were thrown to him down the field. Jordan Whittington had a lot of shorter balls, so those are like a lot catchable. So we'll see what's going to happen in this Sark offense, how he's going to use these guys. Both of these guys were 5-star talents. I think Sark's going to get a lot of meat off that bone, right? I think he's going to do really well with these guys. I hope he does. I think the true problem now is when we lost Brennan Eagles, who is going to be that other outside wideout, okay? So we have a couple players, whether it's Marcus Washington, whether it's Troy Amiri. I think it's going to be Troy Amiri. Or it could be, we got Kennedy Lewis too, I think, who is going to be a sleeper. And, everything came out last week that I think Lewis is actually coming back to the team. He got some trouble last year, whether it was grades or something, that was actually off the field. I'm not really sure, but he is coming back to the team. What I like about Lewis is that he's a 6'4", 195, maybe 200-pound guy, but he ran track, super fast guy. I mean, super fast in the 100. I think his 100-meter time dash was around 10.7 or 10.8. And that's smoking for a guy who was 6'4", 195, 200 pounds, right? So you got him coming in. I think he's going to be one of those sleeper kind of guys because he can stretch the field. He can really stretch the field, and I think that's what Sark is really looking at in his offense. He likes a lot of speed. He values speed. He values a lot of speed. If you look at all those receivers at Alabama, if you go back and look at those receivers at Washington, if you go back and look at those receivers, that were at Southern Cal, they all had speed. They all had speed and they can really catch. So I'm kind of worried to see where Troy is going to fit in here, but I think Kennedy Lewis might be one of those sleeper guys who we look up and say, hey, where is this guy? He has a lot of speed. He's going to be really good on the outside. Didn't have any catches last year, but he's going to be really good, though. I just got a good feeling about him. We shall see, though. One other person I really liked is Kelvontae Dixon. He just has a lot of speed, too, a shifty slot guy. Wasn't ranked the highest coming out of high school, but he's just an athlete, guys. Came from Carthage, Texas. And if anybody knows about East Texas, those guys can just ball out there. I mean, they're state champions, every other year or so. I mean, they can just play some damn football. Beast East Texas, right? Beast Texas, right? And so he's just an athlete. Played on the defense side of the ball in high school, played on the offense side of the ball, comes to Texas and basically comes in and beats that wide receiver. So he's going to be one of those slot guys too. He's really quick, has a lot of lateral quickness, really fast guy too. But, we got to see who's going to step up and take Brennan Eagles' spot. I don't know. But like I said, guys, we got Troy. We got Kennedy Lewis. We got Marcus Washington. Those are those three guys, And so if I had to put my money on it, I really do like the game of Troy Amiri. I hate that he got hurt last year and blew his knee out. We'll see how he comes back, just from that injury. But, him, Kennedy Lewis, and Marcus Washington, that's going to be the battle that I think is going to be highly watched this spring, highly watched this summer to see who's going to come in and start in the fall. And also in the interior, is it going to be Jake Smith? Is it going to be Jordan Whittington? Who's going to start there? We've seen from the previous offenses at Alabama, Sark doesn't like to do a lot of substitutions. So whoever gets that job is going to be playing a lot. And that's what I like. You get a guy some rhythm. You get him in there, you let him get a feel for the game, and you ride him. And when he's hot, you keep riding him. And so it's going to be an interesting summer. But I think we know Josh Moore is going to be really good in his offense. He's very quick. Maybe not the fastest straight line, but he's very quick. I mean, he's very quick. He makes some really, really good catches. So, I would have loved to see Eagles come back this year. I would have loved to see it. I understand he's going to the draft, make your money, man. I get it. We got to find somebody who is going to replace him. I think we are top heavy on the interior of the wideouts, but on the exterior, we got to figure out who's going to be those outside guys. We already got one covered, Josh Moore, right? He's one of them. And then we got to find the other guys. Like I say, it's either Troy Amiri, Marcus Washington, Kennedy Lewis. A lot of people forgot about Kennedy Lewis because, he didn't play last year, but he's a straight line, fast guy. He can make some plays. We also got a couple guys coming in, for this 2021 class. I got some notes here, guys. We got Jaden Alexis coming in from Florida. Big guy, 6'1", around like 180 pounds. Casey Kane coming from NOLA, man, 6'3", 185-pound guy. He's not really a fast guy. But Keithron Lee, man, from Bryan, Texas, 5'10", about 165, 170 pounds. Really quick guy, very explosive, but those are freshmen. They're probably not going to play. We got too much talent on this team that's stacked up here. We'll see where it all shakes out. Like I said, guys, I like Kelvontae Dixon also. There's some other folks on the roster here, like Brendan Schooler. I'm not sure if he is going to beat out any of those guys that I just mentioned, but we shall see. But it's going to be interesting, guys. Like I said, Josh Moore, a 51-point NCN, and that was with some play where he could have got some more balls that were better thrown to him. I think that score could have went up, up, up. And I think in Sark's offense, I think that it's going to be simplified enough to where these receivers are going to do some good things, man. It's going to be very interesting. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I think the next episode, I am going to talk about the all gas, no brakes episode where I'm going to analyze Alabama versus Ohio State. And guys, you're going to be very shocked at these metrics. When Sark says that it's all gas, no brakes, he means it. Per quarter, he increases his explosive play rate. It's something that we haven't seen on the 40 in a long time. Just to actually converse that, Texas decreased on the actual, explosive rate from first quarter down to fourth quarter when Alabama went up. I'm going to actually talk about that tomorrow, but just be on the lookout for that, guys. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Like I always end these things, man, do you, man. Don't be afraid to fail. Outgrow your environment. Understand your brilliance, man. Hook 'em horns and tune in tomorrow and hit that subscribe button, man. Do that for me, man. NinosCorner, I'm out.